So I wanted to talk about the, I guess the major hot button going around the internet right now, and that is the announcement that Middle-earth Shadow of War will have microtransactions. I'm going to read you guys this and then we're going to get into it. It says Shadow of War players will have the option to purchase loot chests containing random items, war chests, and random followers, and XP boost. Developers Monolith Productions explained in Friday's announcements. These will be sold for Mirian, the regular imaginary quote-unquote in-game currency earned by playing the game, as well as for gold, and that's in quotes, a microtransaction currency which is awarded in small amounts at certain milestones through the game, but can also be bought with real cash money. All the orcs and items can be earned by playing and without spending any extra money. So yes, these microtransactions are not going to require you to pull out cash, because you can earn all of these benefits, if you will, that the game offers simply by enjoying the game and playing the game. Nobody's played this game yet, right? It may not take no time at all to level your character up to max, or that's just an example, but whatever, right? And I know in most of these games there's always a trophy for leveling your character up to max. So at that point you're getting trophies, but you're having to pay if you decide to go the easy route to get the XP boost, and you're paying for all that stuff. I don't know, man, it's just complicated. It just doesn't need to be this complicated. Video games are simple. Developer makes game, publisher publishes game, we pay for game, max price, whatever they say, and that should just be it. That should just be it. I remember gaming when I was a kid. It was just never this complicated. It was just simple. Buy game, love game or hate game, sell game if you don't like it, keep game if you like it. I mean, it's simple, right? And it's just turned into so many complicated things right now. There just doesn't need to be all this drama. But this kind of stuff, it just muddies the water, man. It just muddies the water. It puts a bad reputation on something that could be great. Just by having that in your game, you taint the experience. You raise questions, because nobody knows what was said in these boardrooms. And trust me, just like I said years ago in a video, this is eventually going to end up being heavily in our campaign games. And I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. You're gonna see. I mean, there's a lot of money made off microtransactions every year, so I get it from a business standpoint. They got to do what they got to do, right? And we're voting with our money. So at the end of the day, I don't think either one of us is necessarily right and either one of us is necessarily wrong. But there is something crazy about this when you really think about it. It's not like Middle-earth is coming out free. If Middle-earth was coming out for $0, I could just download it. Then I would totally understand, because they do have to have a way of making money, right? But this is double dipping. This is getting money twice. This is creating a game that's full price, and then in my head, like I said, I can't prove this, nobody's played the game, right? But in my head, you have to make the game feel bloated enough to make gamers feel like, man, it would just be easier if I just freaking bought this stuff. It's only gonna be a couple bucks, baby. It's only gonna be a couple dollars. And that's how they get you, and then they get to wash their hands clean, because what? Well, you could have got it in real game. You made a choice. No, trust me, man, when they were making this game, when they're designing these games, they're making that choice for you, because they're going to bloat that experience. That's my prediction. I could be wrong, right? But that doesn't mean, even if I'm wrong about this game, that doesn't mean I'm going to be wrong in the future, right? So there has to be a reason why they're offering this stuff. That's my opinion on it. I don't support it. If I play this game this year, I will not be buying any of those microtransactions, even if it's super tempting, because I know that I'm casting my vote and I'm not going to give microtransactions any of my attention. But you guys can do whatever you want to do. But I'm not a fan. I will never be a fan of these microtransactions, and especially when it creeps into a single player game. I just have a bad feeling it's going to bloat the experience and make me spend more time in a game than I think I need to. And that's when I'm having a bad day. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed. See you right back here tomorrow.